Welcome to the Tuna Coast. And this is the Tudor Marine Nationale FXD. These are a couple of things that I really enjoy. Dogs, nature, the beach, and watches. I know it's kind of simple, but I guess that's just kind of where we're at right now. So I like to take videos of that kind of fun stuff, simple stuff. And what's more simple than the beach? Actually, beaches are pretty complex, but just going there, enjoying and walking around in the water, it's a lot of fun. And if you can appreciate the simplicity of just walking around in the water, I guess you kind of appreciate the beach a little bit more. And for me, it's nice. And whenever I check and see what time it is, I also enjoy looking at a watch. And it doesn't have to be an expensive watch. It could be a Seiko, a Timex, Casio. Yeah, I mean, there's cool watches at every single price point. And there's cool beaches all over the world. Some of them need to be cleaned up, the beaches and the watches, but they're still very, very good. They just need a little bit of time and attention. I guess that's pun intended. I do like going for a walk down here. And with the sun being as harsh as it is, I use my trusty watch to tell me how long I've been in the sun. So I can get out of it and not burn. But I do need to take this guy into the water a lot more because he likes to go swimming. Do you want to go swimming? Come in the water, let's go swimming. Come on, Tuco. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Maybe I can show you guys how I throw the stick with Tuco. It's pretty awesome. Let's find a good stick. So I started collecting watches as a distraction because, you know, my wife, she got sick, and I wanted something to, I've always liked watches, don't get me wrong, and I wanted something that would kind of take my mind off what was a pretty difficult time. Oh, and by the way, my wife's great. She's doing very well, and she's no longer sick. She's perfect. So not all things bad are actually bad. There's a lot of good that can come out of bad. And same can be said about watches that get redone and beaches that get cleaned up. Everything can turn around somewhere. But anyway, getting a little distracted. But I started collecting watches And then I continued to collect watches through the pandemic, and I just got the bug. I had so much fun finding out about cool brands and all the cool watches that you can get at all the cool price points. And I thought, this is fun. And I really got hooked on looking at cool different types of watches. Typically, I collect tool watches and explorer watches and watches that people use to create adventures and memories. I'm not a huge fan of dress watches or watches that could be perceived as fragile. Although I do like looking at them, and I do like handling them and touching them and stuff like that. If I'm gonna buy a watch or if I'm gonna spend money on the watch, I like to be able to wear it and collect memories with it and take pictures of my adventures and document the watches that I wear on these adventures. And I gotta be honest with you, it's not an original idea. It's not an original idea by any stretch of the means. I mean, people have been hanging on to their watches and bringing their watches with them forever. I mean, I think about Anthony Bourdain, and Anthony Bourdain was one of the guys that really got me into traveling and seeing the world through a different lens. And that's kind of a pun too. And he always had like really cool watches on, and watches that were very unique and told a cool story for him and potentially his ancestors and stuff. But yeah, man, I love the magic of the nature, the magic of the beach. I love the magic of watches. See if I get a shot there. I have a 7-inch wrist, and with the Marine Nationale, I don't wear it on the original Tudor straps. I want to preserve those for my kids and for the next person that wears this after I'm long gone. And my 7-inch wrists, it didn't look right on them. So I opted for this other pass-through strap. And the cool thing, what I love so much about this watch is, like, the straps completely changed the identity of it. And this watch is just a tank. So for me, where I'm in nature all the time, I find this watch to be perfect. And I've noticed that when I'm intentional and I want to go to the beach, and I try to go to the beach just about every day to, give my dog some time out here, because he likes to use the facilities out here, if you know what I'm saying. This watch screams out, I want to be in the ocean. And I know you're like, well, your watches talk to you, maybe you're crazy. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, my watches do talk to me. And this is the loudest watch that wants to be in the ocean. I'll introduce you to some other watches, and they call out to me too, but they want to be in the ocean. But this guy right here, you talk about squeaky wheel getting the grease. This watch just says, please, let's go surfing. Please take me in the water. Please, I want to feel the salt water. I want to talk to the fishes. I want the fishes to hear the pulse of my ticking little thing. Yeah, I know, I'm just kind of rambling, but this watch does scream out to me like that. So, I don't know. I was very lucky to acquire this watch from an AD. The salesperson at my AD was just awesome. Awesome. So, I took it as a sign, and I took it as a blessing when he called me up on New Year's Eve. So it was 12/31/21, and he called me up and he said, hey dude, I got this watch, do you want it? And I was like, oh my gosh, Yes. And because I couldn't hug and kiss him, yeah, I don't know that he was looking for that, and plus it was like the time of COVID. But yeah, I was very grateful for that. So it's one of my favorite watches. I know there's a lot of buzz around it, and I think the buzz is absolutely warranted. So yeah, this is a watch I will keep in my collection forever. Or at least I'll make sure that a family member receives it. And that's kind of morbid to think about. I mean, I'm gonna wear this thing for the next 50 years. But yeah, I just know it's gonna last longer than that. I mean, it's just a tank. So anyway, I guess this is kind of enough about me talking about this watch. But I just wanted to recap how much I like nature and how much I like watches. And they have a lot of things in common. So take care of your watch. Take care of the nature that's around you, even if it's just like a little patch of grass. You'll be rewarded for it. And if you're on the street and you decide to pick up a piece of trash and put it in a container, you know, like a trash receptacle, you'll have a lot of good luck. So I've noticed that because I started cleaning the beach a little bit with my dog, I have really good luck. And it's pretty fun. And I didn't realize how much I'd like cleaning the beach. I really enjoy cleaning the beach. I know it seems kind of crazy bending over, picking up trash, but it's fun. And I guess that would be my public service announcement, is clean the beach. It's fun. It's beaching. Do some beaching stuff. All right. Bye for now. Ack.